Oh, why does it zoom? It's so weird. Like it's grinding out of the way. In the background. But hey, yeah, hi. This is KP, and you're listening to. I don't know anymore. I want to say it's KPR, but it's basically just me coming back and re-recording again. And as you can see, it's video. It's not just audio as I did before. I am becoming more. What's the word? Courageous in terms of video and using my video editing talents. I guess you could say talents. And yeah, just being more courageous and actually using that. And I'll be talking about that a little bit in this video. It's actually a very long and very, I guess, much needed update video for those of you who may be curious as to what I've been doing in the past few months. I think the last audio that I released with KPR was, I want to say back in February, which is a long time. A lot of things have happened since then, and I'll go through everything that's happened, everything that's been going on with me, and so on and so forth, as much as I can remember actually. But I can start with some of the obvious. Oh wow, that music's really loud, so hopefully like being closer to the mic will kind of help. So yeah, I actually do have a setup. So I have a mic right here. Ooh, it's gonna make a lot of noise actually. Plugged into my phone, and yeah, I'm just recording this way. Just wanted to make it more streamlined and easier to do these podcasts. But yeah, I don't want to shy away from actually doing video like I did before. I've been editing actually. I've been an editor for a YouTube channel, growing YouTube channel. It's not so big yet, but it's getting there, called 3 Sweet Productions. Definitely follow because I'm going to be doing a lot of editing for them, doing some videos. I started a show with a friend of mine on that channel called Nerd Dirt, and we'll just talk about nerdy stuff. It's actually kind of fun. He came to me about almost 2 months ago, and he just basically said, "Hey, bro, you wanna do something on the channel?" I was like, "Yeah." And he asked me, "It's like, well, what do you do?" It's like, "I'll probably do like nerdy stuff, like just topical stuff that's going on." And he immediately just said, "Hey, then give me 3 show ideas, or like what's your first 3 episodes?" And challenged me. He challenged me on I think it was a Wednesday, and he's like, "Okay, you got a week. You're gonna film on Tuesday." I was like, "Dang, okay, well here's all my ideas." And then we just started filming. You saw a couple of them that we actually did so far. I did the Dragon Ball Super episode. I also did the other one, the Avengers one, the Avengers preview, basically, for Endgame. And those are the 2 that I was in. I edited some of the other ones as well too, such as some of the Game of Thrones stuff. It was really kind of fun getting all that stuff done. Shout outs to my director for some projects that I do, Sammy_cinema. She was the previous editor, but she got a little bit busy with her project, so it kind of allowed me to step up and just try new stuff. And it's funny because like I do kind of go back to maybe the last time I did a podcast like this. Yeah, I was in Lady B, or Ariana Bosco's class called Palms Up Academy, just ending in January. One of the things that she had asked for me to do is kind of like challenge myself. What do you want to do? What do you want to see yourself in a year, 3 years, 5 years? What kind of collaborations you want to do? And I remember one of the biggest things I wanted to do was like, I really want to get into like the whole YouTube thing. So big shout outs to my friend who challenged me and got me on his channel, Andre Chave, or Dre Magics. Yeah, and we just started the channel. It's actually been quite fun. I've been helping do a lot of the video and recording for the channel. Some of the shows that are filmed on camera, and some audio as well too. I did some of the audio mixing. Very simple audio mixing. I didn't do anything like super in depth. I really just captured the audio, and we've gone through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of bumps in the road in terms of getting the audio correct, using lapel mics, end up going through like kind of a boom mic construction that's starting to work, and just seeing the best things to do in terms of the creation of the channel and the shows as well too. So I help with shows such as Sunday morning sessions. I help with 3 Sweet Don't Cheats, Nerd Dirts, You Ain't Ish. So I didn't edit that one. I think I filmed one of them. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. I definitely ask you guys check out the channel. Some of the stuff there might not be your cup of tea. It's fine. For me, just like a lot of the stuff that's centric around what I like to do is really the nerd stuff. And yeah, like that's fine with me. If there's other things on the channel, I just kind of realize that sometimes, like when you're under a company, there's just different things that happen. I may not agree with everything, but at the same time, like, you know, you got to be a part of it. And I think that was part of what I've been going through also. Haven't been as if for those of you who know me and know that I'm usually very involved with church ministry, and I can assure you, first of all, I mean, I'm not like leaving the church at any time. I'm still a believer. I still love the Lord. However, in terms of active church ministry, I've kind of taken a back seat within the past year, actually. So in terms of youth pastoral ministry, I've kind of taken a step down. I've taken a kind of supervisory role within the church that I'm in right now, and I'm even really considering attending other churches for more of my own personal spiritual growth. I really love the church I'm in. It's definitely family to me, but I feel like this season I really do need a place where I can grow more myself. I've really taken to heart what a lot of people have been telling me for years. I just think I finally hit the peak where I feel like I can do it, which is, you know, like trying to find a community of my own, people with a kind of like mindsets, and who are going through the same things that I'm going through. People my age, I don't even know what that means anymore. That are going through the same things that I'm going through, people I can relate to and help challenge me and the things that are happening in my life. And within the church I'm in right now, again, it's very much family, but it's not that environment that can really challenge me. A lot of times I'm there and I'm just, you know, I'm Kuya Paul. Like I take on a role, but it's like going to work. Like when you're at work, you're at work. That's the mindset that you're in. When I'm at church, I'm Kuya Paul, but it can't really be anyone else. So yeah. So I'm looking. I'm currently trying out. It's up and down right now, but I'm trying this church out in downtown LA called Mosaic. You might have heard of it. Like the Hollywood Church, they have a few other churches, sister churches around the area as well too. But I'm trying the Hollywood one. Maybe I should try one of the sister churches. Maybe not Venice, it's too far. But they do have one in Pasadena. So I don't know, like, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure yet. One of the reasons I like the Hollywood one is because it does fit the schedule that I have, which is another update. I have, hey, it's my day off, by the way. That's why I'm just like kind of relaxed. Just start a new job about almost 6 weeks from today now. I'm a bird watcher. That is the technical term that they use, that the company uses. I actually work with bird rides or bird scooters. So you probably see them in LA, those black and white scooters that you can just rent off the street. I walk around LA and I just organize them. That's all I do. It's really a fun job, actually. It's got me a little bit more healthy because I'm walking around all day, basically 8 hours a day. Walking around or riding a scooter, and then just organizing street corners, sides of streets, and all the scooters that you might find over there. Reorganizing, or what we call rebalancing, to make sure that they look nice for other people to ride. I do light repairs, what we call triage. to some of the birds that need repair on the street, and if they need more repairs, I just mark them as damaged, and van drivers overnight pick them up, bring them back to our service center, repair and put them back on the street. So that's what I do. Ooh, that was a bird. That's a good job. It's full time. I already got a promotion from them, which is really great. And I making some decent money. It's funny. It's like about the same that I was making when I was at Disneyland, working as a manager. I actually don't mind that. Give me a lot more benefits, a lot more freedom to do other things that I want to do in terms of my extracurriculars. Very flexible with my schedule, so it's really good kind of respite for finding out what I really want to do in the next year. So I have a lot of aspirations of what I want to do. A lot of it has to do with this channel. A lot of it has to do with being creative again as Kuya Paul, finding that branding again, which is why I'm doing this video right now. And it's kind of fun. I really enjoy knowing, like, I'm looking at this video, I was like, oh look, it's like I'm doing videos again, and I'm being creative again, and I'm putting content out there again, and it's really great. I really enjoy the concept of doing this again and having the freedom to do it again. Yeah, and I like the idea of being more courageous to try new things. I think it's one of the reasons why I kind of compelled. Is impelled the word? I don't know. To do this video, to kind of start over again and be more courageous with creating, be more actively engaging with those of you that enjoy my content, enjoy looking into my content and listening to me. I really enjoy. I don't want this to sound very self-centered, but I really enjoy the attention. In that it's actually very encouraging. Oh look at that auto, like, oh my god. Is that white? No, that's not white balance. That's exposure. Auto exposure. Yeah, like I really enjoy doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well too. Enjoy listening to me and finding out stuff about my life and what's going on in it. It really is just kind of like a personal blog, or more like a diary of like what's been going on with me, and that's kind of what I want to keep it to. And I hope the things that I go through in my life are good testimonies of what can go on in yours, as you're obedient with God, patient with His plan. Because that's really what my heart's been. A lot of reasons why I ended up wanting to be a part of this Three Sweet Productions, a very kind of secular community in terms of creativity and making content. Because in a weird way, I wanted this to be my mission field. I wanted to be example, trying to be an example in terms of living a life worthy of God's calling. And I know sometimes I may not be the best example, but I'm also learning. I'm also growing. And if there's a possibility that God comes into conversations when I'm around these people, which I love as well too, I want to be able to talk about the love of God and what God has in store for them and His plan in their lives. I want to talk about it. I want to be able to talk about it. And a lot of times that's what you got to do. You got to jump into a mission field. You don't know the area. You don't know the background. You don't know what you're getting yourself into sometimes. But that's what you do. And I feel like, for me, in terms of this industry, I feel like I'm being called into this ministry. I do see it as a ministry. It's one of the reasons why I kind of stepped down from youth and young adult ministry for a time. I still do some events with them. I do teaching once a month, every other month with them as well too, because I do still have a heart for the next generation. I think that's one of the reasons why I had to kind of double down with the new media, with YouTube, with social media. And it's been a blessing to learn so much, and knowing that I'm basically learning things every day. It's a blessing to know that I'm still learning and I'm still finding my courage in creating new content, and also finding my the lesson that I learned last year, which is the whole ID gap stuff. Like, you have to not care about what other people say. Not necessarily like you're blocking criticism, but you have to block people whose criticism is not there for your benefit, but it's only, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, because you can get criticism. It's not, definitely take criticism when it's beneficial, when it's productive, when it's constructive, when you know it's coming from a place where it's just like, no, I want you to get better. But sometimes that can get intermixed with people that just want you to do it better, because like, they can see that it can be done better, but they have no, like, they only care, like, it's very self-centered, the way that they care about how you succeed. It's like, well, if you succeed, I succeed. Like, it's very hard to, not all criticism is good criticism, not all. And people argue that, some people in the church would, it's like, oh, you have to take criticism. It's like, you do, but there's some criticism. No, you don't. You don't have to take. People criticize you all the time, and it's just like, it's not a criticism you need to listen to. Some people will criticize you, and they will critique you. They'll actually be mentors. They'll actually be teachers, people that want you to succeed and invest in you. And then other people, they just want you to succeed because they think you suck. That's it. Like for real. For the longest time, I wouldn't do this stuff, because like, there were people around me that would just like, they would critique just to tell me I sucked. And I was like, really, dude? No. But it affected me at first, and for those of you who have seen my content throughout the years, very sparse. It was that idea, and I'm glad. It's so funny. I'm glad that I found like a community of creatives that do criticize, but it's in the aspect of, hey, look, I want it for no reason, but they criticize in the hopes that things get better for my benefit and for everyone else's benefit as well too. They criticize because they know I can do better, and they want to see me do better, not just for the idea that they just want to tell me, it's like, hey dude, your stuff sucks. I'm like, well then don't watch it. For real, don't watch it. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. Heck, I don't have to watch it. And I'm trying, actually. Like, one of the things I really like about the content I'm making is I like watching it. Like, I'm making content that I enjoy watching, that I'll actually go down to my YouTube, and I watch YouTube a lot just because it's, for me, YouTube's really cool because it's really great content at the most affordable price, which is technically free as long as you have an internet connection. And I like that. And that's why you watch YouTube a lot. So when I see things that I create and help create, I create it in such a way that I want to watch it. That I would watch it. That I'll put it in the background while I'm doing other stuff that like, I'm entertained by it. So yeah, that's what I'm striving towards. Like, I make content that I love and I enjoy, and it's not a fly-by-night process. I'm not gonna get it perfect in the first day, but I feel like I'm getting pretty good. Not there yet, totally not there yet, but getting pretty good. The fact that, like, I jumped into this whole video editing process and started editing videos for the channel and stop using my friends as kind of a crutch to the fact that, like, I can learn this stuff. I'm a pretty smart guy. I can learn how to edit. I've done it before. I've done it on like smaller platforms, and finally invested a little bit of money and got a better platform to edit now. I'm using Sony Vegas. I know it's not like the super Premiere stuff that you're using with Adobe, and I actually do mean Premiere. It's not After Effects, it's not anything like that yet, but like using it, and it's working, and it's doing everything I need it to do. And doing everything from like cropping videos. I'm doing sound syncs, doing keyframing with I'm just doing a lot of stuff. It's interesting, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and that's all I want to do. I just want to make really great content. So I guess that's the update about that. I'm actually enjoying my time with this process. I'm enjoying my time with this channel, and it's really great. And again, please, if you can, just follow. We're looking for 100 subscribers, so we can finally get like our whole like official YouTube link, which would really be great. I think we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That'd be great if we could do it. Lord willing. Well, we'll see. But I'm really happy with the content I'm making over there, and yeah, it's really a lot of fun. I like where my life is at right now. I know it's not the best location to be at. I know there's a lot of room for improvement. I can be making more money, and that's another thing actually too. Even with this job that I have, it's actually really good working with her. It's I don't know if it truly reflects the education experience that I've accumulated throughout the years, but it's definitely one thing that I go back to. It's like I feel like this job is where I need to be right now, at least within my career. And it's hard for me to say that because like it's not financially where I want to be, but it is. I really do feel like it's where I need to be, concentrating on things and investing in things that I feel like will bear fruit in the future. But it's hard to be here, and every day I had to go to work, I kind of struggle with that. But I'm also happy because it gives me a lot of opportunity. It's giving me a lot of exercise, it's not giving me a lot of stress, so I can focus on other things. I can focus on other projects that I want to focus on. I can focus on extracurriculars that I want to be a part of. And yeah, but I know it's not the end. I think that's the thing that really I struggle with. Is like this is not the last location. It's like a way station. You're just here for time to get your bearings, and then you go again. It's not an easy thing for me right now to accept. But at the same time, I'm also very happy. It's like I just have enough, and it's good, and I'm glad, and I thank God for it that I have enough. I hope and pray that like this enough continues to carry me on in the next few months and within the rest of the year. I do feel like within the next 6 months or so, I'll start transitioning again. It's just the kind of life that I live right now, and that I'm okay with that for right now. But it definitely is a struggle to know that I need to be here now. But I'm also happy. Oh my gosh, I don't know what else to talk about. But I think that's a good amount to catch up on. I thought that this podcast would be like a lot longer, but I guess that's really it. A lot of really great things are happening in my life, and the one thing I really know is it's like God's really in control. I'm gonna give you this one testimony actually. So I was talking about like way back last year that I quit my job and I went full Lyft and then full Lyft Uber, basically full time. which actually that's another update. I'm not doing that anymore. Just focusing on this job, and then also focusing on my extracurriculars, and investing in those things, especially with like the YouTube channel and then doing content here now for my own channel. But it's funny because when I went to Mosaic about a month ago, saw this couple, and so the guy in the couple, he recognized me. He's like, "Dude, I know you." I was like, I looked at him, I was like, "I know you too, I just don't know where." And he started naming something, San Diego, this group. I just asked him, like, "So where do you work?" And he's like, "Well, I used to work for this place called Nielsen Financial, which is where I used to work." I was like, "Nielsen Financial, that's why I know you. I quit back in like August." And then he's just like, "What, you quit?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Well, that's where I know you." And I was like, "Okay, so I asked him, I was like, "Well, how is it over there? How is everyone?" And he's like, "Oh, company went out of business." I was like, "What? When?" He's like, "Around the same time you quit." I was like, "No way." And it was funny, like that really like it hit me hard in a good way, because it's like this whole time I was just like, God, should I have not gone? Should I have just stayed? Should I just have, maybe just gone around the circle again, just look for another job while I was there, making decent money? And one guy really called me and was like, "No, I need you to do it full time, and I really need you to trust in me and trust that like I have a plan for you." I was like, "You know what? You're right." At the very beginning, when I made this commitment years ago, to trust in him with my career, like that's always been the things. Like, you gotta trust in me. You're always trusting in other things. You're always trusting in like the job is the job is the thing that you need. And the job will save you. And he's like, "No, I'm here to save you. I'm your savior. So you need to trust in me." So hearing that news, that was like when God said go, and I just went. It's like he knew, It's like he knew, it's like something's gonna happen, and I just need you to leave right now. I just left. And yeah. Now I know, it's like, well, you left for the right reason. You left because you're trusting in me, and I was gonna bring you through. And all these other things that happened in my life, like I had 2 accidents with the car, and then both of them basically like helped pay off the car in terms of like getting it settled. Second accident actually gave me enough pocket money to be able to pay for some lingering bills. It's so weird. It's like, yeah, God kind of had me. And then he gave me this job out of nowhere, and the way I got the job was so weird. I just got a call one day out of like so many different like interviews, or just like, "Hey, we'll do a phone interview," and then go ahead, come in, and we need to final interview, and then they'd still say no. Finally, with this one, they just called me up and they're just like, "Hey, Bird Scooters, here's the job. You'd be working outdoors. You want it?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Good, I'll send you the paperwork. You're hired." What the? It was a phone interview. I was like, "What?" Just like that? You just go hire me just like that? And yeah, within a week, I was already working with them, and I loved it. What I like about it is, it is technically still a startup. They still have a startup mentality, but also they have a very bold mentality of knowing that they're going to be here for a while. So they're very communal, very helping in terms of like, helping one another. Every job has its dramas. Every job has its controversies, but I like the people. They mean well, albeit bit of a millennial mindset, but I actually kind of like that because they're very courageous. They're kind of like aim, fire, ready. It's just they're very supportive in terms of like, hey, if you see opportunity, take it. We'll figure it out. And it's not to say that like they like breaking the rules, but they know it's just like, hey, look, we put you there. We trust your judgment. That's why we hired you. So make judgment, and then we'll support you. And I like that. I like jobs like that. We're just like, we put you there for a reason because we trust you. So yeah, I really like the job that I'm in right now. My only wish it just paid more. That's it. That's it. Everything else, benefits, everything's good. People good. Opportunities good. And I do hope one day I get to get up to corporate. That's my mindset. But I do like being in service. I like being front facing with people. Just again, wish I paid a little bit more, but I'll wait. I know God has something in store. I think that's it. It's gone really long. I don't mind it. I want to give you guys an update. I want to do this more. I don't know if I'm going to keep calling it KPR. Let's see if I can find another title. I can brainstorm right now. What am I going to call it? But yeah, I hope you guys are blessed by what's going on in your own lives. And I hope just the stuff going on in mine gives you a little bit of hope in what God's doing in yours. Because I feel like everyone's going through this stuff as well too. Like for me, I'm going through really trusting in Him with my career, my finances, with my love life, with everything, man. But I know he's got it. Like God's got it. He knows what He's doing, and I gotta trust in that. And I do. But also I have to be diligent too. But yeah, I think God's doing that for every one of us, and I hope you guys realize that He's got you. And if you just trust in Him, He's got you. Times look rough, but He tells you to do something, He's got you. Like He legit got you. So send that prayer out to you and to myself as well too. My name's KP.